Hello, I'm Ike. He's DAZAI, and we're here again to talk about comics. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about the places where you can read comics online. Okay, so yeah. So here. So first of all, what I would say is individually, some comiqueros post their comics online. Some have their own websites. A good number of them they post online on Facebook, on Instagram, and then some other comiqueros post their comics on Webtoon as webcomics or on Tapas. Okay, so those are the individual places where you can find comics by Pinoy comiqueros. Okay. Next, we're going to discuss the comic hubs, plural hubs, that have been developed to collect the works of Pinoy comiqueros over the years. So, I will repeat. There are more than one place where comics is now being collected into one place where you can read all of them at your convenience. So there is not just one. Okay, there are at least three, Okay, so yeah, we're for this video we're not going to discuss the seedier the seedier places, but we are going to discuss the three most common places where you can find comics online. Okay. So first, we will discuss Haliya Publishing. Okay, so Haliya is under Mervin Malonzo, the one who made Tabi po. So on his website, he has two. So on Merv Store, those where you can buy the print versions of the comics. On Haliya Publishing, there are two arms. You can buy the physical copies, and then you can also read online some of the comics that have been posted under their website. Okay, since these are friends of Mervin Malonzo, majority of the comics under Haliya Publishing tend to be on the alternative and political side. So what you would expect to be the content of this website is of course Mervin Malonzo's work, both the long form and the short form. So Tabi po in its web form, Pakikisalamuha, and the Lamang, I think his retelling of a local legend. It's yun. And then also a good number of Julian's work is here, particularly Ag. Julius Villanueva's work, majority is in here. So not just Eli Arcangel, the other short pieces that he has. Please go look for Kit Busilak. It's very angry in a good way. Okay. And then the spin-off stories of the Ella Arcangel comics is also available on Haliya Publishing. And then a few other comiqueros who more lean toward the alternative styles. Those are the ones that are most available at Haliya Publishing. Again, this is not a bad thing. It's just a matter of taste on what you like and what you prefer in your comics. So by alternative, I mean some of the more unconventional styles of comic making, the more unusual presentations, but they're all in general they're all incredible in their own ways, especially if you're familiar with this kind of techniques in comic making. Okay, so these are the websites where you can find them. Okay. Next is Webkom. Webkom.ph. Okay, that's how you find them on the internet, and they also have an app. Okay. As of this recording, they have been running the site for around 2 years, and they have a pretty nice community going there. Okay. Webcom is generally manga style oriented in the material that they accept. That is not true for all of them, all of the content, but the majority of the stories and the the comics in Webcom tend to be of the manga style, and the stories that they like there. Okay, again, that is not that is just depending on your preference. Okay, so yun. Between their FB group and within the website itself, Webcom runs a very nice community system. Okay, so it's easy to comment, it's easy to make friends within their website. So some people, especially some of the creators, like that aspect of the website and of the community in Webcom. So that's why they hang out with them. Okay, some of the more prominent titles within Webcom is Propaganda Project Beta, Neox. Neox is about a group of robots. It's very cute. It's very well made. Okay, and lately Berserk King is also pretty good. It's being slowly uploaded there. It's very nice. Several webtoon formatted comics are also available there in all genres and all kinds of stories, from romance to science fiction to horror to fantasy. There are things there that are available. Now, it also it does need to be said that Webcom does accept a good number of newcomers. Okay, so into their ranks. So admittedly, that leads to some comics that are very new, and some comics that are yung need encouragement to be nice about it. But yun, because of the community system within Webcom, people do improve under that system. So just find the stories that you like and encourage the people that whose stories that you like and just need improvement, and you might find a lot of stories that you might love and a lot of characters that you might like. Okay, so yun. So it's on Webcom PH, and then they have an app, but the app also leads to the website anyway, so it's just best to go directly to the website, whether on mobile or on a computer. Okay. Lastly, you have PenLab, established last September. Okay, so what PenLab has is, at the moment, at the time of this recording, what PenLab has, a PenLab was started by Kalabaw Collective. So and then so what it has at the moment are majority of the comics and the comiceros that you would generally find in Comiket and Comic-Con. So a good number of the people that you would expect to find in Comic-Con and Comiket. So say if you haven't been to those events lately, or you have been too far away to go to those events, so a good sampling of the comics that were released over the last few years are most easily available on PenLab at the moment. And then lately they made a deal with Sir Ian, with the relatives of Sir Tony Velasquez. So they're also releasing slowly the Kenkoi series, and they will be having previews of Sir Arnold Ares material. Previews, okay? So starting chapter. So not the whole thing. The whole thing you can buy at Comiket, Secret HQ, or at Nautilus. Okay po. So, but there are previews there. If you haven't read them at all, diba? If you don't know what's in there, okay? So, that's the easiest way to find them. Okay? So that's what PenLab has at the moment. They also are accepting new comics as they come. Okay? So, yan. So what PenLab has is a balance of all genres and all styles. Pero generally the midline. So some manga style, some original, some science fiction, some romance, some fantasy, some horror, some suspense. So a general lay of the land that you would normally see at any comic event. So that is which is a good thing. Okay, so yeah. So if you haven't been able to read any of the releases over the last few years, or because of this year you were not able to read buy some of the comics, that's one of the nicest ways to read the comics of the last few years. Okay, so in summary, so yeah, comics, Pinoy comics, if you're going to read online, you have several options. So try first with the creator. They might be posting their material online through FB, Instagram. Some of them are posting on the international webcomic places. So the most well-known being Webtoon and Tapas. And then because of this year and over the last few years, you now have 3 comic hubs. So PenLab, Webkom, and Haliya Publishing. So those are the places where it's easiest to find comics to read at the moment and comics to read for free. Okay, so yun. So I hope you support Pinoy comics while you read online, and if you like them enough, maybe you might consider also to buy physical copies of them, because that also helps them a lot when you do. And even if you keep reading them for free, any support of the Pinoy Comiceros helps a lot. Okay, so yun. So I hope you enjoy. And again, I'm EK, he's DAZAI, and I hope you continue to read and you continue to enjoy Pinoy comics. Thank you.